I wasn't going to add myself. Okay, if I'm not added to, okay, if I do that, okay. I forgot how to do that, you guys. Hi, welcome to the Sunday Raging Granny Show. No, the name here has changed from Robin Eagle song to Rabid Old Robin. I don't know. Okay, I'm confessing. I got the idea. Okay, she's cute as a bug and she takes no shit, you guys. Rabid Old Bat. I think she's having a daily show now. I'm subbed to her. I get the notifications, but she covers stuff that I'm probably wrong. Anyway, she's just really cute. Rabid Old Bat. She's darling. And I thought, okay, with a tip of the hat to Rabid Old Bat, I am plagiarizing that word in your title to Rabid Old Robin, okay? Okay. Does that count if I paid her tribute? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the chat. Oh, okay, Genocide was first up over in there. Okay, so the show isn't really starting because I'm hoping, okay, it depends on the weather where Danya lives. If it's snowing, she's gonna be on here with us. If it's not, she's gonna go out shopping. One of her girls is gonna take her out shopping. And, but if it's snowing, she'll be here. And she made a short little clip showing the snow on the ground where she was. It was like a winter wonderland. It was really pretty. And she was showing us out all the windows. And so I thought, okay, she's gonna be here. But then when I sent her an email, she didn't answer. So I don't know what her weather's like right this minute. But I sent her an email with the link. Okay, so I'm taking a different direction here. I wondered, okay, what the heck am I gonna do with this channel? Okay, I'll come on. Add the stage. Okay, so okay, so what am I going to do with it? So I was wondering, what direction to take. Is it going to be thematic, or is it just, out my butt stuff? So, okay, you guys, I'm trying this out on you guys, okay? I'm trying this out on you guys. And if it works, I'm going to be embarrassed that the process is so simple. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, all right? I'm gonna do this. So, okay, here goes. I'm going to do this, and I'm gonna let it play for a while, and you guys can let me know if the volume is okay. And the format, first time, this is the first time I'm trying this. Okay, here goes. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Okay, here goes.
Your knees and shit, use both hands.
Yeah, I could have been, yeah.
Can you turn a corner? But can you turn a corner?
It's scary.
Yeah, I drove taxi. I've turned corners with with a knuckle.
Everybody be careful, that old lady's here.
I heard. I see her.
Okay, be afraid.
Yeah, be very afraid. Okay.
Hello,
Watch your chickens.
Yeah. Hey, Robin.
Just mad because your ass is old.
I don't know if my mother's still here, Robin. She was here earlier. You may have missed her.
Oh, heck, yeah, I just woke up a little while ago.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody over there.
You got a love hangover?
Nah.
No.
Not yet.
Don't sound so enthusiastic about it. I actually watched a bit of your second live before I came live.
Oh, that was just a fluke.
I
That
know.
was my little rogue thing. 'Cause
Did you see my comment?
I think so, but that was before I took a nap. What did you
Okay.
say?
I just made my comment.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't want to
thanks
engage too much. I don't. This dude. I don't.
yeah. Thanks for your comment.
I don't play those type of games, so I don't want to get involved with this dude because I don't. I don't.
Well,
Play
you
nice.
don't know who he is. You don't know who you are.
Exactly. I wouldn't even know where to find his videos. I know nothing.
You're not missing anything.
I know.
Well said. Well said.
Who was I calling old mom? Both of y'all, because y'all the same age, aren't you?
I think
And you know
you're.
this, man.
I think we're close to the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Just mad cause your ass is old.
Is it Dania or Dania?
Dania.
Dania. Hi, Dania. I'm old too, ma'am.
Wait, you call her ma'am? I think. Wait, you are older than either the same age or you're old, maybe a year older than her.
I think I'm older than your mom.
Okay. When's your birthday, Robin? You don't have to say the
November.
exact date. Just November. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, you are.
Robin's the same age as my sister.
Yeah, because you'll be 774 this year. And she's 773. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I was born in 46.
What AD or BC?
BC.
Okay. Could you guys hear that, or was I just sitting here in silence with that playing for me? Okay, nobody's there. Nobody's there. It says 4 people are watching. Could somebody speak up? Could you hear that? Okay, this is one of Joey Webb's streams. This is for those of you who don't know who he was, who he is in our hearts. This is Jiggy. That's what we know. And his show was called Paranormal Hood Jiggy. And yeah. So anyway, there was this little clan. There was this like little ragtag band of followers, and we met up with Jiggy on quite a regular basis that last year before we lost him. And so if this is working, I gotta tell you this, there's that saying, ripping the Band-Aid off. And that's what, it sounds maybe silly, but this was ripping the Band-Aid off for me. This was the first time this morning that I went back and revisited one of Jiggy's streams. First time since he passed. And I had been resisting it all this time. I haven't gone over there. First time this morning, and this was one of them. And I just picked one at random, where and I'm doing this on my channel right now. I found one. I saved the ones that I was a participant in. So I'm starting at where I show up, because number one, I'm doing it for myself, and so I'm hoping this works. If it works, then I'm going to continue just showing. God, I hope it's legal. Just showing clips. I think that I need to play background music, preps, maybe really softly in the background. But I don't know if anybody would squawk or complain about me using this stuff from Jiggy's stream. I don't know, but I'm gonna continue to do this because Lordy, it was a hoot. And I think some of the people who participated, I hope they come around and take a look because they were on there too. Anyway, and then I'm going to probably eventually, or maybe sprinkled in between the Jiggy episodes, I'm gonna, if, like I said, if this works, if I really, really know how to do this, I'm gonna do Grampy Lobster too. Yeah. So anyway, so all you have to do is like open tabs, and then StreamYard gives you a choice of what you want to share. Oh, anyway, too simple for words. If truly this is working. So can anybody, oh, hi, Prairie Queen, you're over in there. Were you here? What? Okay, so I'm going to start this up again. Okay. So you guys let me know. Prairie Queen, I think you're the only one still here. Let me know if you can hear this, okay? Okay. Sunday. Okay, let me know if you can hear this.
But
Well, BCE.
there's no such thing as linear time, so pick you pick.
Oh, yeah, and you're pointing where you come from. There is no such thing as time, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You got it. Whatever you said. I'm just here for the comments.
Dr.
Yeah, none of your business, Philip Blair. Pretty soon you're gonna ask me for the last four of my social. Are you calling from Punjab?
Well, your social soul, you only have 2 numbers, so come on.
Why are you asking a question like what's your mother's maiden name? You want to know her?
So, okay. Yeah. Oh, dear mercy. Okay. Okay. This is great. Oh, I can't tell you what a gas this is. This is absolutely dynamite. Boy, I'm using all these words that I never, wait, I'm hearing, why am I hearing, wait.
Pet's nickname too?
Stop. I don't know why. Do you guys hear that kind of a background noise? Oh, I think, okay, so brand, rock, pause. Okay, working out the kinks. I'm working out the kinks. I am so stoked about, oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah, so, okay, there's another one. There's another one. Okay, so I'm going to remove that one from, oh, there's my big old face. Okay, I'm gonna remove that one. And then here's this one. You guys. Okay, so here. Wait, something's happening. Okay. Okay, did you guys hear that? No. Okay. Present. Ah. Stop screen. Okay, so now I want to share screen, and I am going to do this one. Or do I want to do that one? Did I just do Sundays? Okay, so that's the one I just did. Okay, so I'm going to, you guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm going to go back. Okay, present, share screen. Share. Or is that the one I just did?
Oh yeah,
I was thinking too.
he's doing the
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the
It's being a
doxing
silly
thing.
pants.
I'm eating Twizzlers too.
Okay, what's the favorite anti-wrinkle cream? None of that shit works, honey.
It's for her. It's urine.
I heard preparation H works good.
That's for puffy under eyes. Yeah, that does work. That'll shrink your puffy under eye stuff
Okay.
really well.
I've never tried it. I'm kind of scared too.
Or just age gracefully. Like, is it really?
There's no grace about it. You know, it's kicking and screaming the entire way.
But
And crying.
it's inevitable. Like that's life. So what's
Yeah.
I know. And yeah, anti-wrinkle cream. What are you going to do? Stop the clock?
Maybe a little light drinking.
Some motherfuckers drink, smoke, live a fucking crazy lifestyle, and live to be 100.
Yeah.
Skid sideways.
Another one works out every day, eats right, dies at 63 from heart attack.
Gets hit by a bus.
I know. You're not getting out of this alive.
Nobody
Now,
gets out.
I got a plan. See, I'm going to fake my death, and then I'm going to live out like the guy from Kung Fu, just going town to town helping people.
Okay.
Okay, I stopped. Oops. I stopped. Okay, I stopped that. Okay, am I on? Okay, I'm on YouTube. I don't want to do that. Can you guys hear me? What? Can you guys hear me? Okay. I think I stopped. I wanted to say hi to Gemma's Journey. Hi, Gemma's Journey. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. Oh, Gemma, I have learned how to share clips of stuff. Well, actually, what I've learned how to do is share a show. I can share a stream. I can share a website. I learned how to do it. And it wasn't hard. But I told myself, God, that's going to be hard to try to learn that. So I tried to learn it this morning and it worked. So anyway, yay! I am so pleased. I know Prairie Queen. Hi, Prairie Queen. I mastered it. Well, I'm a newbie, but I know how to do it. Shit. I know how to do it. Yeah. But anyway, I am just okay. My brain is abuzz with what I'm gonna do with it. Holy cat! How cool is that? Yeah. And I was just talking to, oh, okay, Eileen Ebony, my sweet pal, and just in a small village outside of Edinburgh, and I probably screwed up saying Edinburgh. I told her, I said, we chat, and she asked me, how's it going? And I said, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with the channel. And, first thing I did was change my name. And so now, okay, what a pleasure that this is going to be to just revisit the stuff I was resisting revisiting. Oh, so a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I'm going to bring you along as I revisit some of the best times I've had. And those times deserve tributes because, okay, in my case, the time that we were on lockdown was hard for so many people. It was life-changing permanently for so many people. Many people lost their lives. But just the opportunity and the chance to just come on and have some laughs was life-saving, sanity-saving. I looked forward to it. It kept some of us, made our grip a little tighter on what we needed to be remembering about who we are. I don't know, didn't mean to go that deep, no, but anyway, those times, and people, it wasn't only lockdown, it was, like closing businesses. Ours was one of them. And at the same, okay, I've talked about this before, at the same time, the timing was really fortuitous because as the office, we needed to close, and as we were, it's a big deal closing a medical office. And during that process, my boss was diagnosed with Parkinson's. And so from that point on, throughout the lockdown, my beloved boss was dying and was still in contact many days a week. And I'd come home, and here was Jiggy and you guys, and there was Grampy, and some of you guys were over at Grampy's too. Okay, okay. I don't know if you can see but there's my shades are open in front, my front room, my great room, my adequate room. And there's a fellow out there walking his dog. I can't see the dog, but I can see him. He's wearing a white trucker's hat, and I can see him. And so that was none of your business, but that's where I was looking because, that white cap. So anyway, okay. What I'm looking at the chat again. Okay. Oh, John. Yeah. Well, you automatically give your permission when you subjected yourself to Jiggy's presence. His stream. Ha ha. I love, piss, you're in my stream. Oh my gosh, we're gonna revisit all that stuff, you guys. Okay, Prairie. Okay, John. Yeah, next week is Jiggy's birthday. Danya is going to be doing something for Jiggy's birthday. She announced it on her last live stream, and she's gonna. I think everybody's gonna show up. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna show up. I'll be in the chat. I don't know if she's gonna have people on a panel, but yeah, I'll be there for Jiggy's birthday. Prairie Queen, you say I can play the cat food commercial Grampy would play for me when he streamed. I am it. Oh, yeah. And now I know what people say when putting stuff together that's not yours for YouTube. It is time consuming, but thank goodness there's a 2 times, that you can speed it up if you want. So, I can speed it up and so I will ultimately, eventually, Prairie Queen, I'm going to look for that. And I also want to start out something with Grampy saying chubby bunny. But yeah. Jonathan, I know I was there. You're such a smarty pants, Jonathan. Smarty pants. You're like everybody's little brother, John. Yeah. So, okay. So I'm gonna go back and. Okay, so. Oh, it was Vaughn eating out of a can. Oh gosh, Prairie Queen, there were so many great clips. So many, yeah. And I don't know, I haven't spoken to Holly, Grampy's wife. I haven't spoken to her since she called to tell me Grampy had passed. And so I don't know, all of his stuff is still there. I don't know, but he was on my stream a lot. So if I'm really not legal, if I'm not allowed to take Grampy's clips, I have some of him on my stream, so I can do that. There are lots. He was funny. If you guys saw any of the streams with Grampy. Yeah, so I'm gonna, I don't know how many people want to hang around, but I'm gonna play a little more of this because this is you guys, I haven't gone back to this. You're doing this with me. Come along.
You don't think that
After you cash in the insurance.
might freak out
Never-
the corner?
Like
a
what
little bit?
insurance?
But Robin, everybody says nobody gets out alive, but that may not be a true statement because nobody knows everybody.
Yeah.
There could be a motherfucker someplace on this planet in some obscure location who just moves around every now and then when conveniently needs to do it. That could be Methuselah's age or some shit. Never know.
Never know. You really
Yeah.
don't. You're getting all
So if
philosophical.
they did, it'd be harder and harder though.
Bigfoot could just be a 7-foot motherfucker who just never hasn't shaved in a long time, got real hairy, or uses some kind of like camouflage as a human being, knowing how to use camouflage to look like some kind of an animal, who's just moves around in the woods, been living off the ground forever.
Jiggy, that's our secret. You promise you never tell.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys hear that? Did I do it right? Can you guys hear it? Just give me a quick. Yeah, John. Your brother is like, okay. So your older siblings are like up with Danya and me. Okay, I gotta share something with you. And I think it's on this street. Okay, for one thing, you can hear it. I'm going to start it in a second. I think it's on this stream because I have forever wondered, and even recently, I asked the woman herself, Jiggy, on I think it's on the stream. I asked him, how do you say your mom's name? Danya or Dania? Jiggy responds, Dania. Or no, did he say Danya? Dania. But anyway, and then Danya told me something the opposite, but then she says, oh, call me either one. Either one is okay. Well, that wasn't helpful, Danya. But anyway, your son disagreed. But he probably called you just Ma. Yeah, Okay, so I'm gonna start this again. John, your eldest sister is older than me. Okay, John, okay, this is February. The end of this year, I'll be 78. So is your eldest sister older than me? I will be 78. I'm older than Danya. I'm older than her. Okay, so I'm gonna play this because here goes.
Right.
Yeah.
But John Lear
She's
says
like
Bigfoot
this for
comes from
you and
Mars.
everything, and there you go.
Deb says that Preparation H is one of the top shoplifted items.
Yeah, it's because people are full of shit.
Or
Well, I remember when Tide detergent was the shoplifted thing. They were stealing tons of Tide and selling it on the black market or whatever, eBay.
It's so damn
Really?
tasty.
I thought that was an urban myth. That was really a thing.
I drove taxi. I picked people up. That the guy walked up with like two things. It just walked right into the cab and we drove off.
And they were selling fake Tide. Like the fake shit was even worse. Like the market was flooded for a long. Like a lot of the bodegas and places and shit like that that sold detergent were selling fake detergent.
Yeah,
it was all water and shit with a little bit of like dishwashing liquid in it or some shit.
Food color.
Good luck. Motherfuckers fuck up everything. Like you had to start going to. You want to go get some cold medicine. You had the fucking ID. It's like, are you fucking people serious?
I had to get ID to biology medicine one time. And I couldn't. They were like buy 3 get 2 for free, and they couldn't sell them. They couldn't give me the other 2
So
because it was illegal.
What's the point of having a fucking sale, man?
I called them. I said, "Well, then why do we have the sale? Let me talk to the manager." And the funny thing is, I just got off meth too, so I totally got it. I was like, "I get it," but I'm like, "I need my allergy medicine."
Here on the other side of that.
Oh, I've done that. We went around to we hit like 8 or 9 stores buying allergy stuff for a guy.
Shit, in the 80s, they would watch you if you bought too much baking powder.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Baking powder, Enfamil, like people were fucking cutting cocaine with everything.
Okay.
So yeah, we stuff like baby powder, like flour, all kinds of crazy shit. Like people were buying it in bulk. That's how they started to watch people who they suspected as being drug dealers. Because of the shit that they would buy in bulk. It's like, what other reason would you be buying all this shit like that unless you own a bakery or you have like a daycare or some shit? You got 50 kids. Like, what the fuck? It's the weirdest shit.
And my friend told me that they were buying baking powder to make crack. And he goes and they called the cops on him. Why do you need all this baking powder? And he's just like, my mom's baking a cake. And then cop had to call his mom up. And of course, she's like, yeah, I'm baking a cake. Like, the cop's like, well, she's covering for him. I don't believe her.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, you got to do it. And they searched the car, he said. They searched them. And it was just like, nope. Well, you shouldn't have been buying a case of baking powder. And he's like, yeah, we learned our lesson.
So that's probably why the price of it went up, KB, because the motherfucking drug dealers buying this shit. Like, oh, this is a really good commodity product. Let's make it higher prices. Yeah, that shit is expensive. For no fucking reason.
No.
You know what's free?
Anything they can make money off, they'll make money off.
Oh, absolutely. That's what we live in. That's what society is based on. You gotta make a buck off everything. If it's free, then most likely you always question why is something free.
Yeah.
You know, I told you at a young age, they used to have like those fucking Hare Krishnas and different people set up in the commons in different areas, and they'd offer you free food. Come sit down, you know, learn about our religion, eat with us, you know, have a it's good. It's free. I don't give a fuck if it's free. Everything free ain't for you.
I
Nope.
know.
A lot of that shit
Nothing's
just
free.
draws you in. You ever walk around a BJ's or a Costco and you're just
Yeah.
there, you know, you went there with a list or just certain things you're going to get? Somebody's playing this shit and I'm getting an echo of my own voice. That's annoying as shit. But you walk around that place and shit and you're just trying snack that just giving you samples of shit. And a lot of times you end up buying this shit, you end up sampling. That's good. I need to get some of that.
What's up, bro?
Who's got a second
I
window?
know. We used to call it the 200 Club. You could never get out of Costco without spending minimum of $200, no matter what your list said.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
Motherfuckers. And those
Actually, I
samples
haven't been to
are
Costco
deadly.
in like 4 or 5 months.
God, I haven't been to Costco in a couple of years.
Me either. Costco or BJ's in like at least 2 years.
Yeah, long time.
That was my spot though. I love those places. Even for some clothes, man. I'm going to there. Sometimes they have cool shit.
I always buy my socks at Costco. I get the big wool socks.
Dude, I have such bad body dysmorphia that shopping for clothing for me is such a hard thing because my brain cannot wrap itself around how small my waist currently is compared to what it used to be. It just does not make sense. When that guy fucking had to measure me, I had to get pants for a funeral. This was last summer, almost a year now. And he measured my waist and he was
Okay, I'm stopping it right there because okay, Jiggy's mentioning this, the dysmorphia regarding his size and his mom, Danya. Well, I hope she's having a good time out shopping. I wish she was here, but Danya had commented that she was stunned to see one of Joey's last photographs because he was half the size he used to be. He was a huge man, imposing man, you know, sweet as a bunny, but a huge man. And then he got smaller. He was still very tall, but yeah, so yeah, Danya had, but Danya knew how ill Jiggy was, but still, but anyway, gosh, you guys. Okay, I'm not gonna be doing downers all the time, but boy, that struck me. Okay, here goes.
It's like your waist is. I was like, it's a what? Like, are you fucking serious? Like, I haven't had that waist since I was in like fucking junior high school. It's insane.
Wow, how funny that you haven't adjusted.
I
to
don't even.
that.
I don't even know
I'm
what mine
adjusted.
is.
It's hard. It's just I don't know. It's like I'm so used to wearing big clothes. Like it was easy. You went in, you know, I was a 5X or whatever. Like I just know my waist. My waist is 54 or whatever. Like, okay, cool. I know what I'm gonna wear. Now it's just like starting all over again. And you have all this clothes you accumulated over years that I just had to get rid of.
Yeah,
Can't do
your
shit with
your
it.
big ones, your medium ones, your smaller ones. That
Yeah, but I never had anything small. Like there was
it
nothing
was,
in there
it was
that was
always
small.
big.
It's all for years, for the longest time.
Well,
Once I
just wanna
stopped
get
working
down
out
to
in my
2X.
late 20s, I stopped working out every day in my late 20s. And probably around then, like my late 20s, early 30s is when I just became over 300 pounds. And then I was always 300. I got up to 415 at my biggest, but I always weighed somewhere at like 350s, 360s for the longest time. So it's a big difference from that. You know, I mean, literally I'm 110 pounds lighter than I was, you know, at my average weight currently.
When I got off meth, I blew up to 350. And I didn't even realize it. Didn't see it. I saw pictures of me from WrestleMania 19. And I was like, when did I get fat? And everybody's like, I thought you knew. And I'm like, obviously not. I dropped 30 pounds really easy, but I was 320 forever, and now I'm just under 3. So.
It's weird though, because I had to do such extreme dieting and shit like Atkins and all this shit back in the day to lose weight. And then once I stopped eating meat for those like 3.5 years, whatever period it was, I got down to a good weight. Like it was like my weight I was when I was working out every day. I was like in 270s and shit. But then after the surgery, I got down to 215 and I could not put on weight. Which is why I had to start eating meat and stuff again. Like I didn't want to do it, but I could not put on weight.
What's up, Rogue?
215 on my frame looks insane. Like I look like Christian Bale doing his role, like, losing all that weight for the mechanics and shit. That's what I felt.
Yeah.
Like. And people, some people, and see people, because too, which was kind of my fault, because I didn't really tell anybody about my surgeries. You know, I mean, it took me a long time to tell a lot of people about what was, and a lot of people still don't know because they don't listen to this shit. It just, I felt like if people would see me and they'd be like, yo, like, how'd you lose so much fucking weight? And I'd be like, oh, I had surgery, like major surgery on my stomach. They're like, oh, like you look kind of crazy. I was like, yeah, no, ain't nothing wrong with me like that. That's all fucking surgery.
Dang.
What's
Hi,
up,
Rogue.
Pete?
Hey, how you doing, Rob?
And then
Good
fucking,
to see you.
so Brandon
too.
Young, I don't know anybody. Did you see the tweet, Jonas, with Brandon Young? Which
The
is,
one
so,
where he,
go ahead. I'm sorry. What are you saying?
the one where he was younger.
No, he was talking about, remember, I don't know if you remember that because he came on the show and talked about he had went to TTSA and he had signed
I
the
saw
book.
that. Yeah.
And it's just reading that tweet from 2000. So it's October 10th, 2019. And if you see the tweet, I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, my bad. I haven't felt good. So I haven't really been online. And in hindsight, like I said to him, I'm like, that's literally when I must have just come back from Phoenix, or I was still in Phoenix and started to feel like shit and wasn't realizing all the shit that was going on, that a few days later I ended up in the hospital and then all this shit began. It's just kind of weird to see that tweet because it's like in hindsight, like I knew something was wrong with me. I just wasn't paying enough attention.
I remember you went to Phoenix for the second. We went to Arizona for the second time.
Yeah, like
And
2
then you
weeks
came
after
back
being there.
and you were like, oh, I have altitude sickness because you missed a show. And then you missed all the shows for like 6 months or something.
No, it was like 3 or 4 months, I think I came back. It was like, I think it was like near the end of December, sometime in December. It was like 3 months after.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you wouldn't talk about it for a while, though. Remember that?
Yeah, I didn't. I just, nobody.
That's none of our business, honestly. I mean, I was concerned, but, you know.
It wasn't that, like I said again, like it was just too much to talk about at the time, man. And I just didn't want to be inundated with everything being about that. I just needed some kind of normalcy and being able to just get out the house and go to that fucking studio, you know, and sit down there and talk to y'all and shit on Thursday night was as therapeutic as I could have at the time. It was like almost what kind of kept me sane. You know, it's like in my little crazy world, I felt a little bit of sanity, which is also why it spawned this, because with this, like I said, I could see you guys in the chat, but I always felt like I just was talking at you. Like it's the Smoke King and Jiggy show, which is what it is. And at the same time, you guys have a lot to say, but I couldn't see it. In the chat, it doesn't interpret what people really feel, the passion behind some of the things that they say and stuff like that. So I was like, fuck it, you know, why would I come and just do the exact same thing where I'm just sitting here every night or whenever I decide to go live and talk to y'all when I can actually get to know everybody and get to know, you know, people get to know me a little bit better as well and ask some of the questions that I don't see in chat or whatever. And it's worked out pretty cool, man. I think this shit has been awesome. Yeah.
I completely get what you mean.
I dig it.
Just something like we needed a space. And I mean, we've all created it in different ways and stuff, but it is a great way to help with a little bit of the fucking insanity that the world is right now. You know, and just talking about it yourself and talking about your problems and your perspective all the time is great. But, you know, sometimes you need to hear other people's too and hear it out of their mouths, not in text. Because, you know, you get them texts. And even in here, some things could get said, and you only get so many characters that it gets misinterpreted, and there's a fight and all kinds of shit. When it was just
so sarcasm
You
does not translate
a word.
Yeah.
You misspell a word, it changes the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or even like that, sarcasm does not translate well at all. People think you're serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had a whole
needs a
bunch
sarcasm like thing, so you know that you're just messing with people.
Yeah, I've had a whole bunch of people apologize to me because they thought they overstepped in a chat, and I'll get a private message later say, I hope you didn't think I was serious. No, I get sarcasm. It's,
sure?
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Yeah, I know it's a challenge for
I
you.
still think it's kind of funny sometimes when C-Dub misreads somebody and does a whole rant, and they come back and say, I wasn't even talking to you.
Yeah,
He said that to you a couple times, Rogue, and I'm like, that's not what Rogue meant, you know?
That's all good.
You're not reading everything.
It's all good. It's
y'all remember
Okay. So there were like brief points when I forgot I was on camera and I'm eating. And then I remembered, oh, okay, well, okay, so I'm eating. It's really, when was this? 2 years ago. Jonasai brought up C.W. Chanter and, rogue status. Look at rogue status. Isn't he a cutie? Hi, rogue status. I don't know if he watches anymore. Well, I haven't been doing anything anymore, or lately. Anyway, C.W. Chanter was like, they had said perhaps C.W. misinterprets people's meanings and stuff and then runs with that. I think I shared this a little bit, but I don't know how much I can say. He's a lawyer. I sent CW an email inviting him to come on my stream. He's been on my stream over the years. Before he was our leprechaun at St. Patrick's Day. I think, was he Valentine's Day? Can't remember, but he's been with us a number of times here as a guest. I've been on his stream a couple of times as a guest. And so I wrote to him, I said, hey, it's been a long time. Do you want to come on? This was before Christmas. And do you want to come on and catch up? Didn't hear from him. So after Christmas, I sent him another email saying, hey, something long time no see. And this was after, okay, dear friend was in his chat and says, Robin says hi. CW responds, hi back to Robin. I'm paraphrasing, but it was, and she indicated it was benign, the hi back to. So I felt I could take a liberty of emailing him a second time because he didn't respond to the first email, but that's happened before. People, say CW doesn't ever respond. Well, he has to me, but he didn't respond. So I sent another email saying, hey, you want to come on? Immediately, I get an email back saying, okay, I could bring it up, but I don't want to, it's too painful to bring up. Anyway, kidding. He said, in essence, don't contact him anymore because if I do, he will consider it harassment. So he was like that before I encountered he was already like that, CW. So I don't feel really special because, I'm certainly not going to harass him. I'm not going to harass him ever again. Well, I didn't anyway the first time. Shit. Okay, here it goes.
When CW went hard at me though over Rudy B.
Yeah, I do remember that. What he said. Who are you talking to, son?
I was like, did this motherfucker son me?
Oh.
And it was so, I swear to God, when he said it, you saw in his eyes, oh shit, I think I overstepped my bounds a tad bit. Being mad, hey, you know what? I get that part. Saying, hey, I don't appreciate doing this in my chat. I get that. But when you said son, I'm like, wait, it's kind of an insult.
But that's why I have the utmost respect for CW, because no matter how it went down, it was hashed out easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it didn't need to fucking become a fisticuffs and a knockdown, drag out fight. It was very easy. And again, I'm sorry, but I hate to say it, I was right.
I think you're right.
I was absolutely right.
Isn't that what we got? The Jiggy was right thing was from after that.
Yeah. We get it, especially like I get accused of attacking people and shit. And it's like, okay, I don't attack people. It's not like I just randomly all of a sudden just pick motherfuckers out of a lineup and be like, okay, I'm just going to fuck with this person of the day, which is why a lot of our content is usually about the same people, because I just don't pick random people. Every now and then there's somebody who says some sly shit and they got to get called out. I'll just pick people to attack. And I don't say shit out of the side of my mouth. The shit is based on what people say. They just can't handle the shit that they say. You said it, deal with it. You may not
Well, I
remember
like
how
the
you
fact
said it.
that you had a comedian on a Saturday. You and Smoke had a comedian on, and he pulled out all the Leitner stuff that Leitner had said that started that.
Oh, you're talking
And
about
that's-
Ryan Singer.
Yes, and I just remember because I had nothing against Leitner at the time. I liked his alchemy stuff. You know, I wasn't really, you know, I was feeling really disenchanted with the guy at the time, but I still liked the old alchemy stuff he talked about. I thought he had real insights to that. And then he said, and I'm like, what? Wait, how can anyone believe that? You know, when people are, oh, the Native Americans, they was in. Are you from England? You're on an island, and you're going to talk about North American continent being covered in incest and Africa being in.
Uh-huh.
And scientifically proven. Well, show me where it's scientifically proven, and I'll show you someone that got paid to make a scientific paper.
In an old, antiquated paper at that. It's not even like it's current backed up science. This is some shit that they said back in the day when they said a whole lot of other shit about everybody, including women, Native Americans, and anything that state they didn't like.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe he said that. You know, I was just like, what?
Good night, Donia.
Good night, Ma.
Night, dear. Good
Night.
to meet you.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, Robin.
Sleep tight.
Dude, and like Ryan bought because we were talking about stuff, and he's friends with Bobcat Goldthwait. So Bobcat has a whole thing too, and I forget what the series is called, but he speaks about like the fucking Bigfoot community and how racist these motherfuckers are, and the shit that they say. Like they had a conference where in the conference clearly there's no black people there. They're comparing Bigfoot to Michelle Obama and other like famous black people, and they're saying that this is proof that Bigfoot is like, you know, a black.
Okay, I'm stopping that for now. So I've been on for almost an hour. Okay, this is a breeze, you guys. Maybe we'll have like a lengthy show about, you know, with Jiggy's highlights, and it's, you know, yeah, a lot of people say that our time spent in these neighborhoods in YouTube was a lifesaver, you know? And okay, here it is on the other side of that, and we're revisiting. Okay, we're revisiting stuff that where we all gathered during that time. Okay. Dania, we didn't get to that part where I learned where Jiggy, you know, says how to pronounce his own mother's name. So I'm removing that. I think I'm going to end this, and I'm going to float along on a cloud of accomplishment because I know how to do this shit now. Boy, I might learn how to do like a proper intro and stuff. Oh boy, am I thinking big now. Yeah, I'm thinking big now. Okay, got 2 watching. That's enough, you know, more than just me is a little crowd. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, so when next we meet, I'm gonna do this again. Maybe I'll do midweek. I'm gonna just share the stuff and maybe stop it, annoyingly stop it, and do commentary like I was a real channel. Okay, so I'm going to end this. Gosh, I love you guys dearly. Thank you for showing up. Prairie Queen, Jonacide. Gosh, I guess it was just you guys. Now it's down to one. Okay, see ya. I love you. Okay, bye.